My people, Cora explain her experience in Grammy. Davido, you are loved. Make una come see wetin happen to at least Cora. Now you know understand that our people is raised than Oyibo wey we dey call racist. Una see am. So my people, make una lis ten to Cora's story and don't forget to leave your opinion in the comment section. Give me love and like and thumbs up this video. Never you Cora not feel bad as you think, okay? You never see anything. Now different people that they meet for life. So just still manage wetin you see. That is my opinion. Bye.
How are you? I said, I'm fine. Can I get a photo? He tells me, you guys have heard this just before. He says, hey, I'm not taking photos right now. I'm trying to sober up. So I'm like, oh, you're good. He says, so like, give me like 5 minutes. I'm like, cool. Okay. No pressure. No pressure. When he told me 5 minutes, I was like, fine. No problem. I've never seen a celebrity that has told me I can't take right now. Give me 5 minutes. I'm like, okay. So, no problem. I gave him 5 minutes. I went back and tried to take a photo. As I was about to go back to take a photo, there was this particular guy. I made a video of this guy. There was this particular guy right there. I don't know if he's Chris Brown bodyguard or friend or... I know celebrities like that. They always have undercover people who are there to protect them and all of that. This guy had been staring at me. You know when you see someone staring at you, it's like boring a hole inside your skin. I turned around. Okay. He's like, okay, so you gotta move though. You gotta move. I'm like, okay. Why? And I asked him, why out of everybody here are you telling me to move? This place is crowded. Why me? He stopped talking. Next thing, I'm about to take my picture with Chris Brown. You gotta move. You gotta move. I'm like, what? Very aggressive and violent. This is a black guy, by the way. Very aggressive and violent with me. I was like, holy smokes. Okay. So when he said you gotta move with that much aggression, I just moved, to my seat. I moved to my seat. I was like, okay. So I couldn't take the picture with Chris Brown. That's okay. After the show, Davido had finished performing. I was like, great performance. I don't know. Everybody started to leave the VIP as Davido left. And as Davido came off of the stage, everybody started leaving the VIP. So for me, having the experience that I've had, once you see everyone leaving the VIP, it's not like you're a groupie. But if there's an after party, this is the time where people say, oh, so we're going to go here, we're going to go there. And if you want to have another photo up, you want to be in that crowd so that you get the opportunity to hang out with these people. So everyone's leaving the VIP. I tag along and we all get outside. As soon as we go outside, Davido is like, Cora! He reaches out and gives me a handshake. As he shakes me, everybody's like, oh, okay, she's good. Davido knows her personally, And then I'm like, hey, Davido. He's like, how are the kids? And they said they're fine. Davido is very polite. He's a polite guy. Guys, the main gist is coming. I say, some of the biggest betrayals I've ever gotten, some of the worst hurts in my life I've ever experienced, have been from my own kind, men. And some of the most love I've also gotten is from my own kind, men. Lisa Charles, thank you for 1,000 stars. Anyway, the story continues. This is making me sad. It's still hurting me. It's still hurting me. But I'm going to share it because you guys have a way of making me feel better. So I'm going to share it. Guys, Davido shakes my hand. At this point, it's like 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, whoa. It's later than I usually, ever out. But I feel safe. I feel like, okay, it's Davido's crew. Before you know it, my guy reaches out He's like, Cora, come this way. You guys might know this guy. His name is Pesh. Great guy, amazing guy. He's been in the industry for so long. Pesh is an amazing guy. He's always looking out. He's like, this way. Pesh puts me in his car. We head to the after party. Before you know it, 10 minutes drive, we are at this beautiful after party. It's a nice house. It's drinks laid out on the table. Davido, Florican, Chris Brown right there, you know, working the room. I'm talking to girls. I'm, you know, doing my thing. I see a beautiful dancer, like all these exotic dancers. I'm making videos with her. I'm dancing. I'm having a good time. I take a drink, and I pour myself a drink. I believe that I had been drinking. I think I was drinking. I don't know if I was drinking. It was a white liquor. It's either it was tequila or it was vodka, one of the two. So I never switch liquors. If I start with a tequila-based drink, I must continue with a tequila-based drink. Or else I will wake up with the nastiest headache. And this is what I've learned from being an artist. See? This doesn't look like a girl that plays with her health. Health is wealth for me. So I always prioritize drinking whatever I start with. And I take in moderation. Watch my drinks and also make sure no one is, you know, they could just, you know, drop that little something and take you home, that sort of thing. Anyway, I was drinking a tequila, one of the white liquor-based drinks. I poured myself a drink and I was having a great time. I was vibing. I was, you know, there just vibing. Chris Brown was right there. I still have videos of Chris Brown right there, just like frolicking and having fun. I was having a great time. That particular man, the one that was like saying, you gotta move, that very aggressive Black American guy, very, very aggressive guy. The guy was right there. He was just like on the side. I had noticed him like, I don't know you from anywhere. I don't know, maybe, but you know, you never know. You never know with anybody. Like for me, you never know anybody that watches you and probably says something, you block them so they have a personal hate for you or something like that. You never know. I was just like, hey, I saw a bunch of Davido's people. I was just frolicking. It felt nice. It was a nice vibe in that house party. Nothing cringe, nothing. I felt so at home. After a little while, I started to feel a little woozy. Like, hey, what's going on? What's going on in my head? Whew, I don't know what's going on with Jesus. I need to sit down a little bit. As I was sitting down, I was just like, so woozy. I had to like, you know, when you are supposed to be frolicking, Chris Brown is right there. Maybe I'll go and take my picture that I wanted to take. But that guy was timing me very well. Yeah, I'll go and take my picture that I was about to take. Guys, I felt so woozy, I could barely stand. I went to the bathroom. Headline tomorrow is going to be brutal. I don't care. Me, I go Soros, okay. I went to the bathroom. I put like I had my makeup on. I don't know. It was like headache and woof. Like, have you ever felt like, oh my God, what is going on? It didn't feel like tequila high. It didn't feel like, I don't know what was going on with that drink. But I'm not going to say I was roofied because nobody was around me, you know. I was like, whoa. Whew. So I went to the bathroom. I put the toilet seat down. I sat down for a little bit. I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, whoa, I don't understand this. So I washed my face a little bit. I had some makeup on. I had washed it and I wiped my face. I was like, okay, what's going on in my head? I put some cold water on my head to see what was going on. I did not understand what was going on with me. So I was just like, whoa, this is not alcohol. I don't know what this is, but you know, I just need to chill and I just need to catch a breath. So I wanted to just sit down for a little bit and just catch my breath. And then someone was like, hey, I want to use the bathroom. It was the only bathroom. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I stood up. I had my purse, you know, that my circle purse that I always have. I had my purse and I had my, oh, I was so woozy. Oh gosh. Anyway, I came out of the bathroom and I was like, I need to sit somewhere and figure out what's going on. There was another room. It was empty. It was absolutely empty and it was dark. So I just went in there and I was just like, whoa. I was just catching my breath, catching my breath. Like, what is going on? What is happening? I need to go back to the party, but I don't want to go back to the party. Like, I don't know what is going on with my head. Before you know it, I just raised my head up. 2 security men, big black security men, boom, just barged into the room. Gosh, I was shook. I was like, what the actual F? Boom. I was like, holy moly. They just were like, you gotta go. I'm like, what the? Guys, they yanked me up. I've never been this humiliated in my entire life. They yanked me up like, boom, you gotta go. They started pushing me out. You gotta go. I'm like, what? What is going on? Like, first off, I was still under the whatever was happening with my eye cleared instantly. I was like, wait, what? My bag, my jacket, everything. They just pushed me out of the party in the cold. Right there. I don't know if they noticed. Chris Brown and Davido were right there when they were pushing me out. This particular man, the one I told you had been looking at me weird, had been looking at me. That man. I have a video of him. Yanked me out of the party. You gotta go. I'm like, what? Okay, can I get my jacket? Why are you kicking me out? What are you doing in the closet? I'm like, I just wanted to sit down and you gotta go, man. You gotta go. I'm like, whoa, what? Black men. I was just outside in the cold with that black dress. It was freezing. And this was an LA night. It was absolutely freezing. And I was like, okay, can I get my jacket? And when they brought out my jacket, I was just like, the tears did not stop running down my cheeks. Like, it couldn't stop. I was just like, whoa. Anyway, they kicked me out of a Davido and Chris Brown party. They kicked me out. It wasn't like a subtle, oh my gosh. They pushed me. These men, three men shoved me, boom, hey. Davido and Chris Brown were right there. Of all the girls in the party, they yanked me and pushed me out of the party. It took me a couple of days to figure out what was going on. I just needed to breathe. When I came home, I was so freaking rattled. I was like, okay. So I guess maybe you can't just sit down and catch your breath. You gotta go. So, yeah. They pushed me. This one will make all my haters so happy. They will be laughing. Oh my God. They will be happy. You should have called the police. Call the police that they kicked me out of a party. They do that now, but I've never experienced it in my life. I've never seen anything like this. I was targeted, literally targeted, and pushed out of this party by that man. And it was cold. I was like, can I get my jacket? So as soon as I got my jacket, I was holding only one phone. My jacket had my other phones. You know me. My jacket had my other phone and my other phones. And I was like, I have 2 other phones there. Why do you fuck? They were swearing at me. They were just like, I was just like, whoa. I don't even know what this is. This is crazy. So I just took my phones. Thank God everything was intact. I took a deep breath. ordered my Uber, and I left the party. When I came here, when I was in my bed, I cried for 20 minutes, and then I went to bed. A lot of things went through my mind, like, oh my gosh, is it because I didn't go with a man? Why was I targeted by this man? Like, was it something that I did? Shouldn't I have, like, maybe I should have stayed in the bathroom. Maybe I should have, but then I thought about it, and it was just me, as usual, making an excuse for men and their obnoxious behaviors and trying to see that it was something that I did. No, I was just targeted and harassed. And I was like, wow, okay. So I cried myself to sleep. I woke up, and then in a jolt of like emotional outburst, I just was blocking. I blocked and I blocked